charged up. Overdrive ready. acquired. Drop their flag. care package incoming. And so that you have permission to laugh at me for that one. I'm literally still laughing about it. Doesn't sound like I am, but
Enemy flag acquired. Our flag carrier is down. Perfect KIA. Enemy flag acquired.
Care package awaiting orders.
Our flag has been dropped. We have the enemy flag. We dropped their flag.
Enemy down.
It's a draw. Stand down.
We lost sight of the objectives. Focus, people.
What? There was opposition?
One second, Ralph. I'm talking to Saipan Ralph, correct? Oh, you forgot. You don't even know where you live. That's alright. It's all good. Just trying to show I didn't forget. This is all I'm doing. I'm not really going for shots. I found some techniques with this lethal. There's it's gonna sound stupid. I'll explain when we spawn in so that the mic doesn't cut out. But I'll explain how I figured this out, and it's really weird and stupid. But I think it's kind of cool at the same time. Drop my analog stick. I'm trying to do what Laser's doing, but I'm trying to show you that you can do it with lethals, I suppose. Like there's methods to do these techniques, I suppose. I know they're just wall bounces, but there's something about I'm using some buttons. Oh, I could try. Let me see. Adjust microphone level. I could do that. You sure it's too low? It seems like it's pretty good to me. What about now? What about here? That's too high. What about right here? And that's good enough. So you're saying this isn't, that's loud. You sure? So this isn't loud? Yeah, dude, I don't know. Ah, wait. Yeah, we lost. We weren't gonna get kill cam. There's one section on this map I've been practicing. I want to see if with these techniques it works. So I learned if you propel yourself off something in real life, you gain speed. Like if you grab onto and run, like you run fast, which you obviously, if you could keep mantling onto an item in real life and keep pushing off as you're running, you technically could just keep running faster and faster. So I thought about it into a Black Ops 3 perspective, and I thought, how could you grab onto an item and I could be wrong, but as far as my brain thinks, there's a mechanic in the game that if you hold, while you're holding a tomahawk or any other lethal or tactical, if you click the opposite button, so I hold R2 for my tomahawk, but if you click like L1, and there's some mechanics in the game I won't actually explain, but there's some little secrets, I suppose, and I pretend that the L1 and R1 triggers are my hands, and when I go onto the wall, I click L1 just for a second, and then curve the analog stick to the left at like a V shape, and click the it's like I'm pushing off of something in the game, and I can keep doing it as long as I click the opposite of the wall I'm on. So if I'm on the right, if I'm wall running on the right side, I gotta click the left trigger to bounce off. I don't know how to explain it entirely. All I know is it exists. Whatever I'm trying to explain is there, and if you're on the stream watching, you'll have to see it.
It's like the video I sent you.
Probably. It's like the wall bounces, but then if you hold the L, but like okay, if you want to wall run backwards, technically, all you have to do is hold. Your and you start wall running backwards, you're gonna have to hold L1. You have to use the same direction. So like if you're on the left wall, you have to hold L1 while moving backwards, but you kind of have to like tap X here and there. I don't think you can get a full wall run in on the back, like backwards wall run. I tried that one day and got it to work fully on Redwood Snow, just one time out of like 43 minutes of trying. So I don't really think, I mean if it's possible, I don't have it down. I don't know how to do it again. Yeah, the bots are specifically for either going for shots, or in this case what you're doing when you join. You know what, I'm gonna leave them here, because they're probably crazy. But I'm going to the middle of the map, that's where I'm going. I feel like it's working. I feel like I'm going really fucking fast. Does it look like I'm going fast? I mean, like, does it look like... I don't know, does it seem like I'm selling speed? I just feel like I'm experiencing that motion, you know, that cool feeling on Black Ops 3 that gives you that feeling like you're moving fast. It just feels like that the whole time. It feels like you're going down a roller coaster almost. Just not the real thing, but gives you that feeling of like, woo, inertia. So for you, do you throw lethals with R1 or R2? Okay, so when you're holding R1, you'll want to click L2, like for the wall you're on right now. Like if you're running on the left side, like this would be a left wall run, you would hold your tomahawk, and then as you're holding tomahawk, for you, you're gonna click L2 when you get by the wall, and then bounce, like to make a check mark with your thumb off the wall on the opposite side. You know, like a check mark. The long side of the check mark would be on the right side, so you just bounce off. But if you hold a tomahawk and then you click L2 while you bounce off the wall, you should propel yourself forward, as if you thrust it off like an item. Like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but that's really all it is. Pretend like you have a left hand when you're clicking that button, and you're just pushing your hand off the wall to gain some speed off. That's what it feels like. And then the same would apply for the right side wall. So if you decided to change direction and run this way, you would hold your tomahawk still, but instead of clicking L2, every time you're about to attach to the wall, you click R2 instead of L2. And you're not holding it, by the way. You're just supposed to click it and click X, because it's supposed to just, imagine swinging on a rope vine, man. That's the best way I could explain this. Imagine you're swinging on a rope, and you're trying to grab onto the next rope over and over. So for every rope is just one click of L2. Make sure you're just clicking it. You don't have to rapidly click it, just click it for every time you approach the wall. Because it's like you're extending your arm out when you click it. And then the moment you let go, your hand like pushes off, is what it feels like. I mean, I could be wrong. I could just be tripping. But it feels like I'm gliding. Like, I guess if I can catch up to you, then maybe it's speed, but if not, it's the same thing, it just looks fast. But if I can catch up to you, then I must be going fast. Because that would mean I'm going faster than the speed you're doing. Damn. I mean, I'll let you host to determine if it matters. Okay. I'm just trying to see. I don't think that's possible up there. How high up can I get? Over here? Can I wall run this? No. I'm trying to think, there's so many things to bounce off on the game. I could like probably do this wall, bounce off, could approach this machine, bounce off the machine. I'm trying. It's alright, I suppose. I haven't even gotten to around 20 yet, so I don't want to say that I haven't done good, but it hasn't been entirely enjoyable, I suppose. I've been trying to get better at it. It's not horrible. I don't want you to think I'm having a miserable time, but I'm just a little bit saddened that I haven't been able to get around 20. I've gotten around 18. It's just chaotic. That's all. I'm still working on it. I'm just taking a break. I gotta pace myself for everything here. Just trying to play the game and have fun anymore, not to curse my mental health. Oh, that sucks. Were you on a high round when the power went out? Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's like one of those signs. It's like, don't even attempt to try again. Because if it happens again, you're definitely not going to play zombies for like months. You're just going to wait. I'm sorry, but the setup takes forever though, so I understand what you mean. Like, it can take forever, so yeah, it's alright. I've actually had one co-op experience with the knife, the Bowie knife, and that was pretty cool. Like, we used a knife only, Bowie knife only co-op experience on the giant. So I'm still down to play co-op, but everyone has to use a knife with me. That's the only problem. Finding people to want a knife on zombies is probably not gonna happen much. Alright, I mean, if you're down, then for sure, but you can't fire a gun. Can you restrain from firing a gun the whole game? That's all. That's the only requirement I have. Just use your blade. But I haven't used any explosives like monkeys. It says I have explosive kills from Widow's Wine, but I'm still trying to determine if grenades are allowed. I don't see why they wouldn't be. I don't know. I haven't used them yet, but my top gobblegum right now is projectile vomiting, and that's a grenade gobblegum. It's supposed to make them throw up, and you kill them with a grenade. But my friend dared me to have that as my top, just because it looked cool. Trying to see... I'm definitely getting the hang of bouncing off the wall. I remember you were here when I first discovered how to, like, try to do better movement. You were there the very first night. I was like, what is this? You were like, Velsive's a knifer and a movement player. I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm definitely not considered a movement player, not yet. But I'm trying. Were they on PlayStation? Oh, that's probably why not. Nah, I can take a look at them though. Okay, they're movement videos. Okay, if it's from Lasered, I know I'm friends with Lasered. I've been watching his stuff. I've watched some from Lasered, but like pretty much what he's doing with the wall bounces. Like if you have a dual wield weapon, you fire one bolt, or just like anything, and you don't let go of the trigger, you lock your hands into a, like you can bounce off the wall just like you have a tomahawk in your hand. But he won't teach anyone how to do the F slide. That's what I'm waiting on. I want to know how to do that. And if you can do it with, people were saying you can't do it anymore. I'm like, well, that's obviously a lie, because he's doing it. It's 2023. Yeah, exactly. You get stuck in that thing, and it doesn't count as a boost, like a, you know, it doesn't count as a meter slide. It just, you're stuck in that shit, and you're still moving. Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, I just did it on accident. I can't do it anytime I want. I don't know how to do it planned. I wonder if there's no way to do it, and if it's just all, like, I wonder if when Laser posts his clips, if he did it, maybe not first try, but like, did he do it within a few reasonable attempts, or did he spend countless hours just trying to get that one good run? Like, that's what I need to know. Is it possible to continuously do it non-stop, or is this all just a matter of practice to do one cool little run? I don't want to say that it would be that, because I feel like we're getting better at spinning in a circle right now, just looping on a wall right now, as is. Do you feel like you're lunging off the wall with that technique so far, or no? Like, do you feel like you're bouncing, feel like a kangaroo almost, with a jetpack? That's what... Yeah, like where you angle your video, or angle it. That's what I'm doing. But when you have the combat axe, you don't really have to worry about what angle you're at, because you just bounce off. But when you're doing that, you click L2 as you're approaching the wall at an angle, dude. That's what I'm trying to explain. If you click the L2 button while you have the tomahawk, it's as if you have a left hand that you can't see that's extending to the wall before you're even there, and it's grabbing onto the ledge. I'm trying to explain that. And then when you let go of the L2, it's like it thrusts off of the wall and pushes you forward. But if you click the L2 button, you're raising your left hand theoretically. If you click the R2 button, you're raising your right hand. You just don't know it. And it's reaching out towards that wall and grabbing on, giving you a chance to grab onto the wall just a wee bit sooner, glitch yourself and speed. So I think he's not telling you about clicking some buttons, because there's some techniques going on here. I wonder if there's a way to play this game that no one knows yet. Because I'm gliding right now. Something about this. Trying what? No, I don't have one, but I've thought about it. Like, I've wondered about it. I've played this game on every possible console besides the DS. And I don't think it's on the DS, that's why I said that. Oh, I haven't played it on PC. That's a lie. I got a chance to play it, but the dude had a controller, so I didn't get to play keyboard. But, I bet. Oh, I seen. I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, dude's boost. I don't mind that you're cut in front. If anything, I'm planning on you. I want you to be ahead right now anyway, to see if I can even propel forward. So if anything, it would be beneficial if we did a route that you knew, and it's okay if you don't know any routes. No, I'm not saying that you don't. You have a route that you know specifically, like you know what we're doing right here? This is what I'd call a route, this little circle. Do you have a map you like that I could probably try to follow you and use this technique to see if I can get ahead? Oh, that's okay. I didn't know if you had like a favorite loop or something, you know, like a... I don't know, this is the one loop I like. This is my favorite map. Like on custom games. I don't like playing this shit on public much, but it's a well done map when it comes to looks. But apparently this is just a good little loop. It's not a circle, obviously. I don't know what shape this would really be. Triangle, diamond, squid head. I don't even know. Alright, now I'm gonna try the opposite button to see if that does anything. I'm trying to wonder what happens if I approach the wall with the analog stick at an angle. Do I just bounce off the wall, slide off the wall? What happens there? It's a dolphin jump. Doing, doing, doing. Oh, sorry, Mom. Yeah, it's alright. Speed. We out here. Hey. Yo. Wait, what if I did? Oh. Holy shit. It does, it works. I'm coming right for you. I did the opposite. I did R1 and it's just taking me like a rocket instead. Do the opposite of the wall that you want to jump on and it should just, for some reason, swim. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I feel like I'm swatting pigeons is like the animation I'd imagine my hands doing if they could actually show. I feel like I'm swatting the air, trying to swim in midair. Alright, you go ahead and take the lead, okay. Now I'm gonna sit here and try to wall dolphins. I don't even know, the best explanation looks like I'm doing dolphin grabs onto the wall. Like I'm doing dolphin motions. You'd be flying right now, although I'm not gonna lie, I can't even catch up to you. Dude's booking it. Do you see what I mean though? Like, do you feel like you're flying? Like when it gets that fast and it doesn't stop, the momentum, yeah, you just coasting. It's a cool feeling. That's what keeps me coming back to this game because I like the way that feels. Like it generally feels like I'm on a roller coaster. I think that's the whole reason I keep playing. It is. That's exactly what you said. Like it doesn't even have to be a fun Call of Duty title. It's just fun to do this. I'm like, whee! That's what I like about it. Sometimes I don't even think I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm just playing wall run jetpack Tomahawk. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Wall run simulator with crossbows. Yeah, for real. Boing, boing. Oh, that has to be it. That has to be, because that boost is crazy. Oh, maybe I'm crazy, because you just jumped right in front of me like it was nothing. Alright, how about this? Can you hug the wall? You're doing a great job, by the way. I'm watching whatever you're doing. Your momentum's great. I see you're bouncing from one wall to the other in a more, like, you're giving yourself a lot of distance to bounce to the next wall, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to see if you can you hug the wall the whole time, like, bounce, just keep bouncing towards the wall that's next to you. Real quick, I want to see if I could try to catch up to you from there, because I can't catch up. Whatever I'm trying to do, I don't think I'm able to catch up when you're doing huge jumps, because you're pretty much just jumping away from me at that point. But I want to see if you do the same thing that I'm doing, but like you just click L2, and I'm trying to see, like, if you click L2, do what Laser was telling you to do with the wall, right? Like, bounce off the wall, but hold your tomahawk at the same time, okay? And now, while you have your tomahawk out, and you're about to approach the wall the way Laser taught you, click the L2 button as you approach the wall, before you're about to touch the wall, and then just let go. Don't even hold the button, just click it. And as you're pushing yourself off the wall is when you should be letting go of the button as well. So while you're doing that, you click that button, and then I'm gonna click the R2 button. I'm gonna click the other button that you're clicking to see if it does anything different. You get really good with clicking that, and then I'm gonna see if clicking R2 does anything different. Don't let me interfere with that. Try to get lost in that for a second. I promise I'll be right back. I'm not even gonna say I'm back when I come back. You just literally spin in a circle like this for a little bit, and I'll be right back, and I'm gonna test it out. I can hear you clicking. You're doing a good job though, seriously. You're running this loop. I'm seeing how fast you're going around. It's like a lap. Alright, man, but I'll be right back, promise. you're doing everything right. All we have to do is really just get the flow going. We just try not to get interrupted by what you're doing. Try to stay focused and stay on this loop without hitting the ground. And honestly, don't get intimidated if I'm riding like right behind and getting close, because the whole point of this is to determine if this works and if I can catch up. So whatever happens, just keep trying to stay on the wall. I'm not going to get upset or anything if you can't stay on the wall. Don't mind what I'm doing. If I get ahead of you, if I jump off a wall really far, like I'm probably messing up if I get ahead of you. All right, if I like I'm jumping on the walls the way you are, like very little jumps, just kind of like bouncing off of them lightly, not taking big bounce to the next section of the map, you know. So I'll just be here trying to catch up, but when I mess up, I'll stand right here and I'll wait for you to loop back, and I have a starting point that I want to try and catch to. So I'm gonna let you keep going, and then I'll start up. Yeah. Alright, so now I know where to start now. I'm gonna let you get to about right here, and then I'll start. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, or I could just, yeah, this could work just like this too. I could just do my thing and see if you catch up. But I'll mess up too, don't get me wrong. I'm not no professional at this, dude. I don't want that to be thought. Not that you even thought that, you know. We just got stuck. We're gonna go. Wait, I have an idea. What happens if I try to grab onto the wall after I do a double bounce? Does something happen in a cool way? I'm just gonna start clicking buttons. I wish this part wasn't broken, like, or I don't think there was ever a window there. I just wish it was covered so that we could keep wall running. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that would be pretty cool. You can make your own, and then you could just practice with the designs you're trying. But hey, man, I've been playing campaign. You should see some of the map designs they got on there. There's some pretty full wall run choices. The only problem is no afterburner, I believe. I could be wrong, but it's tough. Yeah, it lets you wall run and whatnot. I don't know if it'll speed up the process, so it doesn't feel like it. Trust me, I've been playing it, trying to get the Annihilator as my top now, instead of the War Machine on campaign, because it shows. What's up? Yeah, I think so, because if you try for it, then I can have you with me, because I already beat the campaign on realistic, but I got to go through it again on veteran without dying at any check or like restarting a checkpoint. Yeah, I still have to do that, and then I have to get the realistic waves, the simulation done on realistic, and I'm gonna have to, because I'll always remember the one person who ruined it. It was the only person I ever had to delete out of anger, like on my friends list. 995 people in my life, only one person pissed me off enough to have me get rid of them and never want to speak to them again. And it's been that way since. They ruined me, dude. On the very last wave, wave 16, giant ass fucking robot was the last thing that was left, and I only needed one more shot with the missile, and he joined. And even though you join, they're not on the same platform. They go to their own section, but when they join, they restart the wave to 1. So this dude named Brecky, I don't remember his numbers. All I know is it was all caps, Brecky. It was spaced, and it had dashes, like B-R-E-C, you know. Yeah, well, I learned that. I told him that it wasn't the first time he had done it. He was like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to." I was like, "Dude, I told you. You know what I'm doing on campaign when it says I'm on the realistic wave simulation, bro. Why are you on here? I was like, I'm so sorry, dude. I can't remain being your friend. This hurts too much. Like, you generally... it was just so weird. It was something I just couldn't forgive. And I know it's stupid and selfish to say that. And maybe I could forgive him now, but I don't think that I'd still want him in my lobby, because I'd be like, yo, the ignorance is kind of there. It's not... If that was the first time he did that, whatever. But, like, dude, he kept joining me, specifically when I told him, if you see me on campaign, maybe ask first. Because, like, most of my friends I never had a problem with doing that. That was so long ago, though. That was right before quarantine started for COVID back then. Whatever that was, 2020. I don't know, is he your friend? I don't know. I'm not gonna kick him though. I mean, unless I have a reason to. Dude could be President Barack Obama or some, I don't know. Ex-President Barack Obama. I'd be damned if it is. He just turns his mic on. It's like, good evening, my fellow Americans. I'd be like, Bill Barack Obama, no way. The only good thing I can remember when he was president was that Little Caesars pizzas were still exactly $5, no matter what. So I'll make sure to tell my children about that. Oh, were you really? I was 12. I was 12 when he was elected. No, I was 8. I was 8. My bad. I was 8. I thought it was cool. I understood what I was witnessing at 8 years old. First African American president. I was like, let's go. That's pretty cool. I wonder what's next. And I wasn't disappointed. Now I'm a little disappointed. We're getting every type of president, like Daryl Wish from The Office, and I think that's kind of cool. He's like, I want to live long enough to see all the kinds of presidents. We got a celebrity as a president once. Then we had what was it? Oh, we have someone who has dementia now, or Alzheimer's, one of the two. We're letting him run the country. That's whatever, you know. It's all good. I wonder if people will ever come together and let a woman run the country. I don't mind. I wonder if that'll ever be possible right now. I know it'll happen one day, you know, one day it'll most certainly happen. There's no doubt about it. If they can come together, and I know there was a nation that gritted its teeth in a disgusting way for some reason when Barack Obama became president, just because of the color of his skin. I'm white, and it just never made sense to me in school. It always disgusted me learning about that subject with the Martin Luther King, the civil rights. It was just a sad history to know that wasn't that long ago, and how that took place after the Holocaust. How could all that hate still occur after witnessing that's like 10 years apart? I don't understand. It's just crazy. And I'm not even like being political. I just like don't think about it this much, and my brain's actually processing what I'm saying, and it's crazy. It's so sad. People sadden me. I can't believe racism wasn't acknowledged. It was just like becoming a problem for them to fight for their freedom after the Holocaust. I don't understand how people could look at somebody. Oh wow. What a shame. Yo, they'd probably be jealous if they played this game now. They'd probably could you imagine how if people were pissed off at you because your skin color is just a little bit darker than theirs? Imagine how triggered they'd be if you beat them in a video game or some shit. Yeah. Be like, bro, I'll train my fucking dog to do better at this game than you. You get animalist or some new words made up for people who are racist towards animals or something. Like, the world's so fucking weird anymore, dude. There's too many things to try and concentrate on, and you don't know what you you think you're doing something right, but it's always going to offend somebody. The question is, would it offend the majority of the people? And that's the question that apparently goes past everyone's head. I don't know. I don't really worry about what people think. Oh, for sure, bro. Here we are jumping on a wall on a video game. Let's go. We're using microwaves to cook food. Hardly most of us know how to start fires. I'm just saying most of us. I know how to make fires, but some people, you'd be surprised. Their survival knowledge. I don't have much survival knowledge out in the middle of a forest. I don't want to sit here and say, oh, I'm Bear Grylls. I know how to make a fire, though. So I'm probably screwed if I get lost in the forest, because I ain't gonna happen. Like, I know what's required to make the fire. I guess let me say that. Let me not say I can make you a fire if we're stuck in a forest. Let me say I know how to make one. I just don't know if it's gonna happen. So, and don't ask me what berries to eat in the forest, because if I look at one, I'm probably gonna tell you they're all poisonous. Because from what I've learned and what I've been taught, just don't touch them, don't eat them, you'll be all right. Take every berry you see as a threat. It's so crazy how something as mild as a berry is something just takes us out. Like a human being could kill a human. It's usually not a bear or something that kills you. A berry. It's really weird what typically kills you compared to what you fear will. It's also weird to think that you can also die from the things you fear. But to be aware is better than to not be aware. You know, like, if I'm walking on a trail that's a really nice looking place, I'm gonna assume there's a bear somewhere, so that I'm prepared, you know? Like, I'm just prepared. I already assume the worst, so every time I go to the store, I assume there's already an armed robbery occurring, so that I'm already stealth mode when I walk in, but not suspicious. I'm just wary of everybody, you know? You just gotta be prepared, because it doesn't even matter. I'm not even crazy for saying that anymore. You don't know what to expect. There could be a giraffe roaming freely in your Walmart anymore, and you wouldn't know. Anything occurs. Anything. I missed work the one day, my very first job I ever had, working at Family Video after high school. I offered to switch a schedule with my manager the following day coming up. She opened that day, and then like around 10:30, or no, I'm sorry, they didn't open till around 12:30. An old man was coming to drop off his DVD rentals. He got hit by a truck, flew right past the window, and blood splattered all over the window. And I was like, oh my god. So I wasn't there, but they didn't clean up the scene of the Family Video window. They missed it completely. I don't know how, but the blood pattern was all over the window, dried and brown. You know, the color of blood when it's dried. All over the, when I came back to work the next day, and she's like, you know what, it's a really, really good thing you didn't come in. And I'm like, what? Why is that? Who spilled mud all over the windows? And she's like, that's not mud. I'm like, oh. I knew what it was after she said that, because I just didn't want to assume. I was like, so it's not chocolate milk either, right? Oh, she told me what had happened, and it made me sit there all day and question, you know? It was like, this dude was enjoying his life. He was like in his 70s or 80s, and his life came to an end because he decided to rent a movie. And it was probably a stupid ass movie too, you know? He probably sat there and was like, oh, this movie's whatever. And then he goes to return it. If he hadn't just gone to the movie store, he wouldn't have had to return it, which means he wouldn't have met that truck that day. And it's that kind of thing that made me sit there and think, what the fuck? You know, it's like, you can't escape what's coming. There's no way you can predict it either, no matter what you try to do. And it's not even to try and be scary. I think that's the way it has to be. You're not supposed to know when it's gonna end. So for people who do, that kind of sucks. Oh yeah, for sure. There was never any guarantee. I think people tried making life into this thing it's like an enjoyable thing to live, and that it's a privilege and a joy, but in reality it's a fight, a struggle, and survival. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You gotta want to live, and most people don't want to. It doesn't really make sense. But then the people who don't want to live, if they had a gun pointed to their face, they'd still say they wouldn't want to live, but they'd also deep down hope that they don't pull the trigger, because something in them doesn't really want to die. They just want their life to be much better than what it is. And the sad part is most people don't actually enjoy their life because no one has that very quality, because life just isn't right. Not yet. Probably never will be. So until then, I'm gonna keep bouncing on these walls, because nothing actually matters. You could get killed by a bear tomorrow, or shot by the police today. Do what you love until it's too late. Boom, boom. Yeah. No way, no way, no, you're saying that, dude? I'm not even bringing this up. Over here, I swear to Christ, and I didn't even know that this was on PS3, but that makes sense because this was the first DLC, and that is on there, so I believe you, I absolutely do. But over here, I swear to freaking Christ, when this map came out on PS4, I was chilling over here and went to throw something, and when it over here it said hold square to open, I was like, what the fuck? But I missed it, and when I went to, and didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. I couldn't make anything out of it. Well, then I'll go and waste 15 bucks because I still have my PS3 version of it. I was at the midnight release for that shit. I think I'm the only person in the world who could say they were at the midnight release for that fucking shit. I was too. I think that makes it even more special. I can say I was at the midnight release for the game, and no one can tell me I wasn't, because I was. I made sure to get, I was in line, bright and early, just like everyone else. Everyone's excited, everyone's like, oh, what are you going to do when you go on? And I'm like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I wasn't talking to anyone, but I was just in my head knowing what I was going to do. And everyone's getting their blue copies of BO3, and I'm getting that fresh gray one, and I look at the case, it says, multiplayer, zombies only. I was like, what? I didn't watch the trailer, I didn't know shit, man. I just assumed it was Call of Duty, you know? It was the new Call of Duty for the year. I didn't have to watch the trailer, it was gonna be good. Oh man, when I started that shit up, when I got home, I was like, what the absolute fuck? Like, I don't have internet where I was at the time, so there was no way of me even watching a trailer. All I just knew from school was, yo, did you hear about the new Call of Duty Black Ops coming out? I'm like, no. And then I can't search it up at school because they got it restricted. I had no choice but to just find out, and I had to find out that I swear to God, dude, I thought that's what this game looked like on PS4 too. I thought that was just what it looked like. I'm like, all right, so this is it. I didn't know you could swim. I had the mic on. I had a hotspot. I had a friend who was kind enough. He's like, oh, you got to try this out. He gave me a hotspot for the night to try it, so that I got to experience Black Ops 3 midnight release as well online. I only got to play like 2 matches, but I had the mic on, and the first thing I did was try to test everything out. I jumped in the water because I thought I needed to see if it killed you. I just assumed it did, and I hopped in there and was like, what? You can swim in the game? And someone on the mic said, how the fuck don't you know that? And I'm like, I couldn't even answer them. There was no way I could justify that they'd believe me. I'm like, dude, I live in the fucking boondocks in the middle of nowhere. I don't even have access to the internet. This is crazy that I'm here. Well, it wasn't until I got a friend that year, like literally, that they invited me over, and they had a PS4 and they had BO3, and then they bring their TV into the living room, so there was 2 TVs, and side-by-side comparison of the PS3 to the PS4 with just a black cell, no camo, and hunted the map. And the moment I seen it, I I stopped playing BO3 on PS3. I just gave up playing it after I seen that. And then I think I resorted to playing like Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit on the PS3. Or just Black Ops 2 or 1. And then by some miracle in 2016 I was gifted a PS4. And I knew exactly what I wanted. My dad bought me a pre-owned PS4 and had like all these games with it. But all I really wanted was BO3 with it, and there was a way he could save money, so I had him take it back. Like, he literally could have saved money if he bought the new one, like a new PS4 with the BO3 bundle, and I told him about it. I was like, hey man, I really appreciate this gift, but I'm just letting you know, you could save $150 if you turn this in with your receipt and buy this one. And that's what he did. And here we are. That PS4 broke on me 5 years in the process, but it's my own problem because I forgot to take the HDMI out a lot when I used to go to my friend's house, the one who showed me the PS4 version of this game. And well, now I have the PS4 that's gonna last me the rest of my life, because once this one breaks, I'm done. I will assume that the moment this console dies is the time it's time for me to give up playing forever for a while, because that's what happened when my PS4 broke. I had to go a year before I got this one. I literally went a year, and that year almost killed me. I hate to say it, like you said, we're weak. Humans are weak. I had all my friends. I don't have no friends in real life, but I tried changing that, man. No one wants to be my friend in real life, and I'm not even trying to be all sad here. So all I'm trying to refer to is all my friends come from being on this game, and or just on the PlayStation. All my friends and my communications are on this mic. So I've realized a lot about my life, and not very good things, when my PS4 broke. So I had a lot to change. I wouldn't say that I'm very good at getting friends now either, but I've at least learned how to communicate to people in person and actually like live. I just don't enjoy what life has to give, I suppose. So here I am bouncing on some walls on a video game, trying to make a hit song, breaking all the rules until all the rules still seem right to me. And I know I can't help every single person in the world, but to the people I meet along the way who feel the same exact way, I'd hope that I could help them out somehow, if I ever made it. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's actually pretty fun. Dark Matter looks like shit if you compare it to this one, but if you were to never have seen Dark Matter, like in an instance like for me, how I didn't know there was a difference, I would have thought, hey man, that's a pretty cool looking camera right there, because I still think that when I look at PS3 Dark Matter, I can see, I don't know, I can appreciate that camo still to this day. I'm one of the few who could look at it and say, you know what, that one's pretty cool. I don't have it, and it almost makes me want it more, because I was at the midnight release for the fucking game. I think that's where I belong on Call of Duty's Black Ops 3 PS3. I'm not gonna lie, I think the Kuda is my top weapon on there. I know I'm like Prestige 1 or 2, but I've been using that combat knife and Tomahawk since I've had access to the internet back on. You're not hacked on there, are you? Oh, let's go. You wanna run up some BO3 PS3, bro? You wanna be my friend on BO3 PS3? Wanna run up some BO3 PS3? I'm serious. You wanna see if we can fucking do movement on PS3? I'm fucking serious, bro. I'll go and grab my PS3 from my sister's room right here, right now. They're not home. I'm home alone right now. I'll go grab that shit. Do you have Instagram? Alright, if you're not comfortable with communicating from that, you can find something else. Alright, that works for me. That's how we would do it then. Hey, that makes me wonder, do you have Black Ops 1 as well? Oh my, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. I don't have friends like that go way back. Like, I have a lot of friends on this PlayStation 4, but you'd be surprised the amount that have come from Xbox or don't even have a fucking PS3 anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? How do you get rid of that? I, for real. You said this map exists on PS3. Can you tell me what that would look like? Because I already know what the, like, obviously the comparison to these games. Yeah, exactly. It's just this one. Like, well, not this. I know what you mean. It's the 4 Splash, Sky, or Splash, Rise, Gauntlet. Yeah. Think about it. I didn't buy DLC 1 or 2. Always game share. I bet it does. It probably doesn't even look that good. Like, is the sunset pink still bluish orange? Like, it's still orange, blue, gray. Oh well, orange, blue, and pink on this side, from what I remember. I understand. Like, you wouldn't know it looked bad until you seen this version, right? You'd be like, ooh. Like, this game puts BO3 to shame. Like, it's funny how Black Ops 3 can put Black Ops 3 to shame. Holy shit. And there's no way I can view your stats on PS3, but there is a way to still view your own stats, I know that much. And I think that I still need to make BO3 the combat knife as my top, because I have yet to. Yo, nice jump. You just went bubbling. It's just fun. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, because if you were to look at my stats on Black Ops 2, Ballistic Knife and Tomahawks my top. If you looked at it on Black Ops 1, the Ballistic Knife and Tomahawks my top. And then on Black Ops 3, had you been able to look, it would show Combat Knife and Tomahawk. That's what I gotta get it to. But like any Call of Duty you look at, hopefully, like on Modern Warfare, it would hopefully show the pistol, because it would have tack knife, and then it would show throwing knife. But don't think I play those. My stats only look insane on this one, and then partially Black Ops 2. I've replayed Black Ops 2 when my PS4 died, and I got the Prestige 4. Like, I used to be Prestige Master on an old account way back then, but it got hacked, so that's where Velsive came from, because I got to make a new account when I was 14, and I've had it since then. But all I'm trying to say is I didn't get to experience my Call of Duty Black Ops 2 days on Velsive, but don't get me wrong, I know all about it. I know all about Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, and all I'm trying to state is this is who I've always been, is with an axe. It wasn't even the crossbow, it was always the combat axe was what I wanted to use when I seen the game. Grenade launchers, bank shotting, do you go for those? Like, that's why I'm so happy you have Black Ops 1. We literally go for cross maps with, oh my god, you're gonna see Velsive at his purest. As if I was Marshall Mathers, as his most purest, most hard. What's he say? Eminem has a rap game, bro. I'm serious. If you want to fire Black Ops 3, I will. What's up? Yeah, something like that. Oh, that's weird. I can't play Black Ops 2 anymore on my Velsive for some reason, unless they changed it. Yo, you actually have a secret to make it work? I will have to have you write that down and send it. Oh, okay. I didn't know. But if that's still how it works, then we can play that too. Thank you for saying that, because maybe I wanted to get the Prestige Master on Black Ops 2 again with just my Ballistic Knife, my Assault Shield, and my crossbows. Oh, don't worry. There's an mTOR in my stats as well, because I had to get a grenade launcher attachment, and that's the weapon that's available. That or the Type 25. Yeah. Dude, you got me all pumped up for fucking Black Ops 2 and 1 and 3 on PS3. Can I go and get that shit started up? Oh shit, okay. That's what's up. My Instagram. I gotta get the Instagram up, so I make sure I give you something that's right. Okay, it's underscore Kyle, Kyle. I'm not assuming you don't know how to spell. I'm just gonna spell it out for you, just in case. Underscore Kyle dot Kelley underscore. Yep. This would appear to be you. The real Velsive. Face reveal. 10 sub. Yeah. This is my 10th subscriber special. The Velsive. This is the Velsive All Out program. You even got the profile picture. That. Oh my god. Oh, I bet. And then I heard there was some funny shit. Someone commented that they did the Dreisendrack Easter egg using the library Wi-Fi on PS. They replayed the PS3 Dreisendrack Easter egg using library Wi-Fi, and they streamed it. I was laughing my ass off. Oh my god. Yeah, like no, they went to a library connected to their Wi-Fi and beat the Easter egg using a PS3 internet from the library, and it was crazy. Oh man. The craziest thing I've done, and I still have photographic evidence. I could literally, I won't even choke on my words. I'll go and find the photo. I took my PlayStation and my TV to a cafe at this mountain resort that my grandmother worked at called Seven Springs, and I connected up my TV because I didn't have internet, man. I promise you, I needed the internet to play Call of Duty sometimes, so that's where I'd go. And I just sat there, and I'd just play the game, and all these people would always come up to me and be like, "Yo, you playing Madden?" I'm like, "I'm playing Black Ops 2." "You gonna play Madden?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna play Black Ops 2." They kept asking me to play Madden all the time, and then I stopped going because there was this one instance where I looked behind me, and there was 3 really beautiful looking ladies, and they were laughing at me. They were, oh man, yeah. I'll never forget that, the way that felt. I didn't look the way I look now though. I was in like 8th grade. I was playing Black Ops 2. The coolest thing that happened to me doing that was I hit a kill cam on Sticks and Stones for cross map, in front of people when they were in line for their coffee. They didn't know what they were looking at, but I hit a kill cam in front of people, like 16 people. Like, man, a kid with his fucking TV and his PlayStation at a cafe, bro. Like, I don't blame the girls for laughing, to be honest with you, but they're probably like, "Look at that stupid mother." Nah, dude. I had my mic. I was a menace at Seven Springs from the very beginning. I got fired from that place because that's the place I got the axe job from. That was the axe instructor. I have the shirts to remember it. I got to become that. I did, dude. If you don't believe me, I'll send you the videos of that too. I got an axe throwing job because of this game. I put it on my resume. Teach people how to throw combat axe because I showed people my combat axe kills on Black Ops 3, and I'm not even fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you, bro. I have the Axe Master shirt to prove it. And I will. Everything I say, you literally probably think I'm fucking with you, and that's the best part about all my friends that are still my friends. There's a reason they think I'm telling fucking lies, and then I surprise them with the truth because it was always the truth. Man, oh man. Yeah, no, this is plugged in something. Sort of. Yeah, I can see it. Ooh, I need to grab my PS3. Yeah. Yeah, it's not colorful. It's dark. Literally, what it says. It's dark. But either you could still appreciate the purple in it. There's some red. The blue. I think my favorite part is the little white going through it. It's like this lava I once had. Some color to it. I don't know. I like it because it's like a fucking emo gothic dark matter. I'm like, look at it. I fuck with that. I fuck with that hard. I need to find the plug. And they have like 19 plugs in the room. So that's why I'm making all this noise. Trying to find. That's crazy. I'm unplugged in. I'll just use it as a my little sisters so they can watch YouTube. Ah, yeah. Dude, I might get it now because you play it. Let's go. That's not that much at all. True. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, I bet. Yo, dude, I'm gonna end this stream and show my PlayStation off, but I'll give you a ring on Instagram while I start this up. Alright. Well, I'll see you then. Take care.